Hi there, this tutorial is on how to edit your video recording for an audition or for a school recital or any kind of virtual performance. Today, to create my virtual recital, I'm using two programs. I'm using Canva. Canva has a teacher's edition, which is free, but most of the basic elements of their site is free, and you can subscribe for a fee for the pro features. But you can use any sort of program like Word or Pages and take a screenshot of the image that you would like to include. I also will be using iMovie today, which is very easy to use, and I will go step by step on how to create your video to make it look as professional as possible. I previously made a video on how to record your performance, so please check that out first if you haven't. This tutorial begins with all your files ready except for the Canva part, which I will step through on how to create a nice introduction and title page. We are going to make sure that all the files that we are using today are going to be on our desktop. As you can see, I'll be using two separate videos to show my video performance and how I edit it, and I've done that so you can see how it works when you're working with two separate videos. You'll also notice that the introduction sample, and I'm just going to double click on this will be my title screen that I'll use. It has the title of the song. It also has what movie or show or anything like that. Perhaps you want to put who the performer is that's most well known to perform it. You always want to include the composer, lyricist, arranger, and I also put myself, my own name in there down the bottom. Yours doesn't have to be as fancy as this or as eye-catching. You can literally do whatever you want. I've used the program Canva, and I'll step you through that today to make a thank you for watching end screen. But you can also design this in Pages, in Words, whatever you want to use, and just take a screenshot using Command-Shift-4 and then putting that onto your desktop ready. I'm going to step us through now how to make a thank you screen using Canva. And I'm going to click on that. This is the title screen. I've already logged in, and I'll go to all my designs. As you can see, these are previous ones I've made. Here's the second hand White Baby Grand one title screen I made. So to create a thank you screen or a title screen, you click Create a Design, and I'm going to write in there the dimensions of 1280, and height will be 720. And you want to make sure that's in pixels. And once it's all together like that, that is great. So we have a blank template to work with. I'm not going to put a lot of things on my thank you screen. I'm going to keep it very simple. I've decided that I'm going to go with a black background. So I go down to background here and I choose the black. And it's going to make the whole screen black. And there's all sorts of other options that you can choose from. You can choose photos, elements, text, music. I'm keeping things simple and I just want some text. I would like to match with my kind of Art Deco vibe, and if I go down these different options, I will find one that I want to use. Oh, here it is. Kind of 1920s movie glowing sign. I like it. So I'm going to delete everything in there. I don't need now showing. I'm going to say thank you. Next line. Ooh. For watching. Now that is way too big, but instead of going up here and going through that, I can even just minimize it using the dots, and then I drag it right into the middle. And that's all I'm going to put in my screen. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to be fancy. And then I'm going to export, and up here you have a share, you have download. I'm going to click download, and I'm going to, that seems fine. I don't need a transparent background, and I'm going to click download. It's going to take a second to download that now. And once it's ready, I'm going to save and just drag it in here. Great. And I can close this now because I'm done with it. Awesome. On my screen now, I have my introduction, my song and farewell, I have my title screen, and I have my farewell sign. I'm ready to make my video. So I'm going to open up the iMovie app either by using Finder or if you have it in the dock. Once it's open, you will see a blank canvas like this, or perhaps you have other projects you've made before and you will see them here. To create a new movie, you're going to click the plus sign and you'll have the option of choosing to make a movie or to make a movie trailer. We are going to make a movie, so click on that. When you open a new document, your screen will look like this. I haven't done a full screen because I need to have these files here visible so I can drag them into my timeline easily. Let's go through the key areas here. On the right up the top, you will see a black screen right now. When you import your videos, that's where you're going to see what is being played. You have a play button, backwards, forwards, and a full screen if you want to see what it looks like on the full screen. Underneath, you also have the zoom function. So if you want to zoom in, you go to the right, and if you want to zoom out, you go to the left. Over here is your access to anything that might be in your library already. When you upload your files, they'll be uploaded into your iMovie library, and you can access them again if you wish during the making process or later on if you want to reuse clips. And down the bottom, you will see the timeline, and this is where you're going to be plotting out your video. To begin, I am going to drag in my 2 clips that have me speaking and performing. They're my introduction, so I'm going to drag that in. And they are my song and conclusion, like that. If I zoom out completely, I'll see both files. And if I want to zoom in a little bit more, or even if I want to go up right close, I can see really closely to the timeline per second. This is an important space to know as well because this tells you how long your movie is going to be. In total, without any editing, those 2 clips together add up to 2 minutes and 12 seconds. That will be edited quite a bit, so just keep that in mind as you make your video. As I drag left and right, you will see that it moves the video so I can see exactly where I want to work on or clip. It's very helpful. And if you want to zoom in again, use this slider right here. Zoom right in. I want to edit my introduction and get rid of any mistakes that I made. I know I made a few in this first clip, so I'm going to just slide over using 2 fingers on my Mac. And I know if I watch it, I'll find the spot.
Hello, my name is Tamara Nozick. I will be singing Second Hand by Baby Grand from the movie.
Ooh, there's my mistake. So I'm going to press the spacebar and then I'm going to press Command B, which cuts the mistake. As you can see here, I seem to have made another little mistake and I can tell because I don't talk for very long and then I pause. Let's just listen to that. Do I need to cut further?
Hello.
Yes, I did make a mistake there. So I'm going to crop right up until this part where I start speaking again, and I can tell because the sound meter has gone up there. Click where I want, and then I'm going to press Command B. And then I'm going to click on what I need to delete and press delete. And it is gone.
Hello, my name is Tamara Nozick. I'll be singing Second Hand by Baby Grand from the TV series Smash. Words and music by Mark Scheinman and Scott Whitman, and I'll be singing in the original key of A major.
And that is my end of where I stop speaking, so I press spacebar, and then again I'm going to click Command B. If I zoom out just a little, I see that this next part here, which just the end of it, I don't say anything. So I'm going to just click on that and delete because I do not need that to be part of my recital video. Let's zoom in again and let's check. I'm going to cut out all that silent part right here. I don't need that. What's happening in the second part? Okay, so I don't really want to include in my virtual recital me jumping up like that. And it will mean that I miss a tiny bit of the introduction of the piano. I didn't have someone there to press play for me, and I didn't have time to work out how I could add an extra 5 seconds of silence. So I'm just going to edit and cut exactly where I start. I'm going to do it there. So take out that little part. Great.
My mother.
Great. That looks great. I do any more cutting, I'm going to actually adjust the lightings for this whole video. My lighting in this video is not too bad, but it can definitely be better. I'm going to adjust the lighting for both my clips at the same time. And you can do this if you have multiple clips that you've already edited, or you can just do an individual one. I'm going to hold down the shift button and I'm going to click both clips like that. They should be outlined in yellow, just like that. And then I'm going to go right up to the paint palette icon. When I click that, I'm going to have a few different levels there to play with. This one here adjusts your brightness, so I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to make it much brighter. That is such a flattering frozen picture. Hey, let's see that. That's not much better. Oh, singing always looks glamorous. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to bring it brighter a little bit, like that. I'm going to take the shadow up a little bit. You can play around with these until you find a level that you're really happy with. Make it a little bit less shadow there. Ooh, a little washed out there. And I also like to add a little bit more warmth to my video, like that. Okay, that's a great example. So that one only edited the shift button because I was playing around with it. So I look at this bit video, I'm going to try and adjust it here as well to match up. You don't want the two different clips looking too crazily different. Great, that looks pretty even. Okay, so far I've got my introduction and we were working on the singing. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to actually just do a really quick edit. If you are making your own recital, you're going to include the whole song, but I just want to show you how your introduction and your outro should sound because you won't really edit anything in the middle. I'm going to look at this exit here. I'm going to play it.
I still have something beautiful to give.
Nice. I did include a thank you for watching, and you can do that and just say it, but I actually am going to use a thank you for watching template from Canva that we made together. So I'm going to clip out me saying thank you for watching, delete that, and I am left now with my clips. I have my introduction, I have my singing, and then I have my thank you for watching, and I'm ready now to drag in my title and thank you for watching. They are on my desktop and I just easily drag in and pop at the front here. Now when I first drag it in, it's gonna do this weird zoom in thing, which I do not like. And you can definitely keep it if you want, but the way you get rid of that is you go up to this button, which is a crop tool. You click cropping and you will have three different options. You have fit, crop to fill, which you can adjust how big or small it is, or maybe you only want the piano. You could do it that way. And then you have Ken Burns, which moves it. So I want it to start here, but I want it to finish there in the zoom out. But I don't want that. I just want a fit. And down here, I can see it says 4.0s. And so that means it's going to be 4 seconds. Let's see how long 4 seconds is. I actually think 4 seconds fits it really well. So I'm actually going to keep the 4 seconds in there, and I'm going to make sure that my thank you for watching is also 4 seconds. So I'm going to drag in now my thank you for watching, which is also 4 seconds, and I want to make sure I get rid of that Ken Burns option. Fit, here we go. Oh, I don't want that. Thank you for watching. So now when I finish, it goes to thank you for watching. And then it will just end the video. If you wanted to add some music underneath this part here for the thank you for watching, you could easily just drag an MP3 that you put on your desktop underneath and it will turn up in green here. And you can just play around with it and edit it so it's exactly 4 seconds long. Because it's only 4 seconds long, I'm not going to bother with that. And now I'm ready to export my video. I did insert, just for the purpose of this training video, this middle let's skip till the end because you do not need to hear me sing a 4-minute song. And I wanted to show you how you adjust if you would like it less or more than the 4 seconds. You click on the clip and you adjust by holding down You'll see the 2 arrows. I want it a little less, so I'm going to drag to, I'm going to go 3 seconds, a little, maybe, let's go 2 minutes. 2 seconds and 5. There we go. And so it's much shorter. So when you play it, let's skip till end. Always make sure you include your
Still have something beautiful to give.
Great, I'm happy with that. Always make sure that you check your video before you export it. You don't want to sit there exporting a high quality video and it takes a while to find out when you rewatch it or upload it, there's been a mistake. I'm ready to upload my video and to share it, and I'm going to use the top right button up here. I'm going to click that, and you have different options on exporting. I just use the file button here. And when I open it, I have my title. I'm going to change that. I'm going to call it My Audition. Okay. It will tell me how long it is. It's only 1 minute and 2 seconds. Told you it would be shorter. And this is the size of the video. Resolution is really important to look at. I'm putting it on the highest amount. Now, if you make a audition video that's 10 minutes long and you're exporting it at 1,800, it's going to take a long time to export and also a really long time to upload. If you have a very, very long video and quality can be a little bit less, I highly suggest you use one of these instead, or you lower the quality, which right now is on high. And then I press next. Yes, I want to save it to my desktop. You can choose where you'd like to download it. Now, as it is exporting, it's going to take some time, and the way that you know that it's exporting and when it will be done is you see this little circle here, up here next to the export button. When it is done, it will be completely white and disappear. And you can see here my audition has turned up on my desktop. Do not try and open it while it's exporting because it won't work. And you don't want to upset the file transfer onto your desktop. And so we play the waiting game. And my file has finally uploaded to the desktop and I can see that it's ready to play. I can test it by just double clicking on it. Make sure that it's 1 minute and 3 seconds, just like I had planned. If you sometimes open it and it was a 15-minute video and only 5 minutes have uploaded, that can sometimes happen and you need to go back and re-export it again. Test that it's working.
Hello, my name is Tamara.
Great, and I'm going to check the end as well. That seems fine. All working. Great, my video is ready to upload. A few extra things before we finish up. There's some symbols I'd like to go through. Here, the crop button is very useful, so make sure you make use of it. Let's say I had this clip here and I wanted to zoom in a bit. I go crop to fill, and I can adjust my view as I like. Maybe I want to have a little bit more of a zoom in like that. So when I look at it, oh, I'm zoomed in. Love it. You also have speed up, slow down, like these. You can speed up, slow down. And if you really want to play around with filters, I don't really use those for this sort of thing. The only other thing is here, if you want to add audio, perhaps maybe you here with thank you for watching, you want to say thank you for watching. And you click at the beginning of that and record some audio that way. When I'm ready to be done, I go back to projects up here in the top left. I click it, I name my movie, My Audition, press OK. And there it is, there's my audition, ready to go, and I'll close that. And my file is ready to download and upload.
And that's it from me, guys. Good luck creating your virtual performances. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description below and give me the thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Happy singing!
If you enjoyed this video and want access to more free warm-ups, meditations, and other singing-related videos, make sure you subscribe. I am a new channel and any support is appreciated so I can make more material for you guys. Anyway, that's it from me. See you next time.